Good evening, everyone. It is Friday, March 29th, last weekday of the month. And if you're watching this, then you made it to the weekend. So pat yourself on the back. Good job. Tonight, we want to talk about safety. Okay. And it's very serious. I take it very seriously on so many different levels, from my house to my clients and my agents and stuff. So here's some ways to be safe and keep your stuff, and not somebody else's stuff. So first, we're going to start out when you're selling your house. When you're selling your house, okay, there's a lot of things you got to watch out for. You have people coming into your home, and we can't really avoid that because nobody wants to buy your home without coming in it. But number one, don't let strangers in unless you're just in the habit of keeping your front door open all the time and just letting people come and go without ID or anything like that, just random people off the street. Do not start doing it now that your house is on the market. People might try to take advantage of that. And don't tolerate people in your yard. Ask them to move along. If anybody says anything to you, point to the sign that we have in your yard and just say, you can call my agent. They'll be happy to set you up with an appointment. When we bring people to your house, we make sure that they're pre-vetted. We make sure that they're pre-approved. We make sure that this person can actually buy a house, and we have their social security number, their address, all their identification, everything. So we pretty much know who they are at that point. So don't let strangers in, and don't tolerate people invading your space. Now, while your house is on the market, keep your valuables hidden, or even better, locked away. Specifically, money. And all those like obvious places and stuff. Nobody is going to be permitted to go in your house and just start rummaging through drawers and stuff like that. And we're not going to let them do that. However, if you have something, I call it, finger candy and stuff like that, eye candy, whatever. If you have stuff sitting out like jewelry, earrings, watches. I once, sold a house for a really good friend of mine named Ron, and he had an impressive set of watches. And I was like, where are these going to be, while we're selling your house? Because you're not leaving this out. This looks like, it's probably as much money as my car or something like that. It was some nice stuff. So money, jewelry, okay, get those things away. Things that a lot of people don't think about or imagine that are going to be a problem. Prescription drugs. Don't leave those out. I don't want to see a box with them on the counter. I don't want to see them in the medicine cabinet or wherever. You got to just tuck that stuff away. Put it in a drawer somewhere while people are coming over. I know that's a little bit inconvenient. There's a lot of things that are inconvenient about this, and I apologize, but we cannot have anybody taking anybody else's prescription drugs. Next, weapons. Okay. You got to have these hidden, locked away, preferably weapons, ammo, etc. Okay. Probably not so much worried about the knife set on the kitchen counter, but you could put that away if you want. But please don't have the shotgun just right inside the closet door. I remember this guy that was selling his house. I just, was touring the house, and I opened it up, and biggest day, right above my head in the closet was a shotgun. And I was like, is that loaded? And he's like, bet your ass it's loaded. Why else would it be there? I'm like, that was a dumb question in retrospect. I'm like, you're going to have to find a different place for it during the process of selling your home. Okay. And last but not least, everyone always overlooks this: paperwork. People are nosy. Okay. If you leave your paperwork out, laying out and stuff like that, especially I've seen people leave listing agreements laying out. I've seen them leave their BG&E bills laying out. I've seen them leaving their all bills for that matter. Especially not your mortgage payoff. If you owe nothing on that house, that is not something you want to show off. That could be used as a negotiation tactic against you. So make sure that you're keeping your paperwork tucked away. And on the subject of paperwork, anything that's, identifying to you, you do not have to strip your house of every picture in the world. If somebody recognizes someone and you have someone common, that's okay. But what you don't want is you don't want to have like a computer open, the screen open or something like that so that people can see what it is that you do, where you work, or have any information like that that they may or may not try to use against you. Okay. All right. So that covers the things that you're going to get tucked away. Keep your home and yourself safe during the process in which you're listing. If you have any concerns, any blind spots, anything that's catching you off guard or something like that, let us know. The other people that you should let know are your nosy neighbors. Trust me, they're going to know anyway. They're going to see these people coming and going. They know which cars are supposed to be there, which cars are not supposed to be there. So go ahead and just be preemptive and say, hey, Randy, it's been nice knowing you, but we're packing up and leaving town. And then give them my card, because maybe they'll want to join you. Maybe they were thinking about leaving too, and you were the only reason that they were staying in the neighborhood. So, do a brother a favor, pass my card along and let me know. But anyway, let your neighbors know. Whenever we're renovating a house, we always let them know who we are, when we're going to be there. We're not going to be there after 7. So if they see weird stuff going on at night, stuff like that, that's not us. They should call the police. All right. Now let's switch gears for a second. When you're buying a home, you're going in other people's homes stuff. Here's a few tips to help you guys out. Stay with your agent. You're either riding with your agent or following your agent. Make sure you know the path of where you're going. Make sure you're following them or riding in the car with them. Sometimes it's easier to ride in the car. It just depends on where you're starting and where you're ending. It's not always convenient when this person is going this way afterwards, this person's going a different way. So you have to plan that out. But always let your agent go first. Okay. That way, if a dog jumps out and attacks them, they get your agent and not you. Okay. But when I go into a house, I always knock loudly, real loud, because when you knock loud enough, dogs will bark. I've never seen a dog yet that's going to sneak up on you and then jump out of a closet and bite you. Cats do that, and we can fight them off. So knock loudly. I also, when I go into the house, I also talk loudly. I also make it known that we are there. Okay. We also schedule everything. We close the door and lock it behind us, and we keep alert for signs of trouble. We're trained to know what's normal and what's not normal. I've walked into houses where there's dogs that's loose. I've walked into houses where people are procreating. I didn't witness that, but someone in the party did. And let's see, what else have we gone in before? I've witnessed houses where people have been squatting in the house, people have been living in the house that don't belong there, etc. So, sometimes that stuff happens. So just stay behind your agent and all that. I remember one time when I was showing Twyla houses, God bless her, we had a great time. We went to this one house, the electricity was out, and I was going downstairs, and this is before smartphones with flashlights and stuff like that. And I didn't even have a flashlight on me. I wasn't expecting to do this. So I was just kind of relying on letting my eyes adjust to the light and see it. She's like, do you want me to go downstairs with you? And I said, no, I want you to go stand by the front door. That way, if somebody jumps out at me in the basement, you can go get help, because I don't want them to get both of us. So always let your agent go first. Also, when you're driving around, pay very careful attention to the last half a mile. If you got your GPS running and it says you got a half a mile left, slow down, enjoy the view, soak everything up. This is potentially your new neighborhood. You should just check for things that you feel are safe, not safe, get a general feel. Do you like this area? What's going on? Are there houses that are boarded up? Are there people sitting on their front porch? Are there kids playing in the street? I love it when I go into a neighborhood and I see kids playing in the street. Obviously, riding their bikes or playing ball and stuff like that, because it tells me that A, the parents aren't afraid to let them out of the house, and B, the kids feel safe. And that's really a good sign. That's pretty much what you want. Unless you don't want any kids playing in the street in your neighborhood and you don't like kids at all, then that's not the neighborhood for you. But everyone has a different thing that pertains to them. So pay attention to it, see what you like. Always keep your head on a swivel, always be looking around, and just stay safe. For this and more tips, feel free to visit our website at thepomfreyteam.com. Call me and let me know what you thought of this and if there's anything I can do to help you. Hope you guys have a great night. See you Monday. Oh, heads up, Monday, we're going to be broadcasting from a big real estate conference in Texas. Howdy, partner.